I like to invest in bad days. Like I really do. When I hear negative news about certain companies, as long as I feel I do my little research and see what they have going on to know that they're not going away completely, I would go in right there and then. I believe in the technology. I'm passionate about it. And I get a sense of exactly that they're gonna be around. They're not just gonna disappear out the earth. So this tug of war that's happening, that's my thinking about it. That's my feeling about it. That we are gonna hit a very bad bloody day, and when that bloody day comes, is when I'm going to the reserve that I'm stashing up right now is when I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna activate. I'm planning on buying Cadena, that's KDA, more of that. I do plan on buying quite a bit of Bitcoin Trust in retirement in my regular Charles Schwab brokerage account, as well as that's it. Because my HSA, I've already maxed out for the year. I can't really. I'm not selling anything. If I do, I don't know. The last two things I bought in there was Netflix and Litecoin Trust. So I just kept those. It is. I'm down on both of those quite a bit. I mean, my general portfolio is down in my HSA as well as my regular portfolio. Like I finally hit the negative like 2 weeks ago, but like, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna sell, panic, hit the trigger, panic, sell, 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 sell. No, you don't need to do that right now. You just take your reserves, continue to stash up, and you can go in right now because you're averaging down. Eventually, it has to get back to that price. Things has to normalize. Like trillions of dollars was pulled out the market. Trillions. That's a lot of market caps that was like pulled out. If you think about it, where is that money going? I don't think real estate is going to be bought right now because interest rates are pretty high. There are cash buyers that may be doing so. But seeing how things are, like there's a property commercial unit not too far from me. I called in, I said, can they do seller financing? And then my realtor told me that they cannot because it's owned by a hedge fund. Hedge funds, there's a lot of people on the deal. You can't really do seller financing. It's possible. They all would have to be on board. It's a very complicated transaction. I don't believe in the word you can't when lawyers can draft up anything they want to, but they're not willing to do that. So we are seeing some liquidation that's happening, especially around me. I'm in the Jersey City area. I do see listings popping up. Like right now, my increase, my equity is large. Like it's, I would say in the 60% from the purchase price I bought the house. It's crazy. And this is only in a matter of like 3 years. It's not realistic. I'm not selling, but I don't see that as a realistic, like normal trajectory, right? Real estate we know grows like 5% a year, but it has all these components to it, right? You get the depreciation value, you get all these deductions that you can do, and plus it brings you cash flow because you're renting out part of the space if you're having an investment property, right? Some of these are not applicable if you don't have an investment property. So I am looking for deals slowly and slowly. I'm actually even looking at some possible lands. I started watching some different YouTube videos around land purchasing, but I'm a finance type of person. Like I do not like to put a large down payment on things. Like I can afford the monthly payment because I have cash flow, but the large down payment sometimes it's like you're pulling me away from investing in the market. I would rather put in the market and wait for that rebound to happen, and I continue to pay with my cash flow, right? Pay you with my cash flow that I'm getting from the consulting work I do mostly. That's where most of my cash flow is coming in from that. And eventually, once everything rebounds, then my debt is paid off, or a large portion of it is paid off. My investments in the market is coming back up. So then we kind of leverage out. That's how I like to play with debt. I don't like to put large down payment. I would never buy a car or anything like that because I don't, well, buy a car outright is what I mean. Like purchasing the whole thing. Because what it is you're taking that money. It can appreciate much faster if you invest it in the market.